Hey everyone, this is Dimitri with Star Moment Photography. Thank you for joining me for another episode of 5-Minute Edits. So today what we're going to be doing is we're going to do just a quick edit of one of my favorite maternity sessions. So I went ahead and I backtracked on this photo. I had originally edited this already, but I'm just gonna go through the steps again, so you guys can see what I do to edit a typical maternity session such as this. So without further ado, let's just get into it. So first thing I'm gonna do here, so to me it looks like it needs to kind of even out the angle a little bit. So I'm just gonna just adjust the angle just a smidge, just so it looks a little bit straighter. So we didn't need to move it too much. So that's actually, let's move it a little back because it's a little skewed. There we go, that's perfect. So we went ahead and done that. So now let's go ahead and boost the contrast to about plus 12, just to add a little bit more dramatic effect to the shot. So let's go ahead now. What we're going to do is we're going to bump down the highlights just a little bit, because I want to bring out more detail in the husband's shirt there. So I want to get some more detail there. So let's drop that to about maybe minus, let's say minus 30 should do well. Yeah, that looks about right. So now what we're going to do with the shadows, because we don't want too deep shadows because we want to still retain detail, we're going to boost that up. So we're going to boost the shadows to about, let's say about plus 40. Let's see what that gets us there. Okay, looks good, looks good. So now what we've done is we brought out the detail in her hair, we've brought out some detail in the shrubbery and whatnot. So now you can see what's going on in those shadows. So again, so when we do that, we do introduce a little bit more brightness into the shirt. So we're gonna just take care of some of the highlights in his shirt as well. So we're gonna drop the whites down just a bit, so that's enough to where we can get the detail that we really want to see. So that should be fine. Blacks, we don't need to really move it too much. Like, let's move it up maybe about plus 7 or 8, or actually let's just move it to plus 11. Yeah, and that works just fine for that. So next thing we're going to do, boost up the clarity. We're going to boost that to about plus 12. We don't need to go any higher than that. And then for the vibrance, let's go ahead and just smooth that slider all the way until we get to about plus 35. That way we get the richness of the dress, as well as the flowers behind her, the jeans and whatnot, without introducing too much orange into the subject's face. So now let's go ahead and just scroll down, and we're just gonna do some sharpening. So let's boost the sharpness up to about maybe 84, radius at 1.4. So that will give us some nice detail there. So one of the last things that we're gonna do here. So as you can see, there's some stretch marks here that I want to really hide. So let's go ahead and just do some spot removal. So we're gonna hit spot removal, and we're just going to gently just go over those spots so we can remove the stretch marks. So let's go ahead and click here. Sometimes you have to make manual adjustments because I don't know why this thing always has a mind of its own. So let's go right in there, right there. Oh, a little too far. So let's undo that. Yeah, sometimes when Lightroom is running a little laggy, it can go a little farther than where you intend to go. Okay, so that's about it right there. Let's actually bring it around there so we can have the same skin tone. And let's see, let's just move here. And then last thing we're going to do, we can go ahead and just reduce the size. Sometimes it's weird with Lightroom, so sometimes you gotta shut it off and turn it back on to be able to adjust the size without affecting the other spots that you did. So let's go ahead and just get a little closer so that way we can take care of that without getting too close. And then last one. Okay. And that should do it for her right there. So let's see. So we've finished. All right, so as you can see, we've removed the stretch marks so that they're not showing up on her in the image anymore. There was also a couple little blemishes on his face that I wanted just remove real quick. I'm a little anal about that, so let's go ahead and just remove these couple big blemishes. All right, and we are good to go on that portion. So now the last thing that we're gonna do is we're gonna add some dodge and burn. Well, not burn, we're just gonna dodge and lighten the subjects a little bit just so they pop off the background a bit more. So that was already preset to about a 10 radius. So let's go ahead and just paint over the subjects. So as you can see, you're already noticing that they're starting to pop a lot more off the background. So that's why I love this technique. It's a very natural looking way to make them pop. And after doing that, let's just check and see if there's anything else. There's like a little mark here that I want to remove. So let's go ahead and remove that as well. So we're gonna remove that mark. We're also gonna paint in right here just to make her leg a little bit more even there. And let's see. Not quite perfect, but we're getting there. And there we go. That's what we're looking for. All right, guys, and so that is our completed image for this session. So guys, if you have any questions, or you want to know more about my editing techniques, or you want to just follow me to see more of my work, you guys can go ahead and just follow me on my Instagram account at Star Moment Photos. You can also hit subscribe on my YouTube channel down below. So you guys, that's it for this episode. Thank you for watching, and you guys have a great day.